The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to the home of the Blue Hens in Newark and Delaware Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Air Force Falcons, taking on another team from the Mountain West, the Delaware Blue Hens. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Blue Hens will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Air Force's offense will go on the attack first. And, David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On the option. He'll keep it himself. He'll toss it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Randall. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give on the option. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Lindsey. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The option look. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Falcons pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Goes to the option. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Falcons are threatening on 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps it. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. This is a designed run. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on 3rd down? Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Air Force! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
I really love that first drive by the offense. It always seemed like they were just one step ahead of the D, and a nice job there down close. When the defense knew they were going to run the football, being more physical, running it in on third down to get the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gant. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Delaware's offense will go to work for the first time. And Jesse, if they have to look to their big tight end in the passing game, that could open the door to some struggles.
I mean, he has to be the go-to because he is their best weapon. This is not a dynamic passing attack with guys on the outside with speed, take the top off a defense, catch posts and goes. A lot of it goes through this tight end. So it's getting to the sticks, working open in zone coverage, being that reliable target for the quarterback. That's going to be important in this one.
No doubt. So that starts with great hands, contested catches, using that big frame to catch those intermediate passes, move the sticks, really be the go-to guy in this offense.
To throw, it's Potts. It's in, completed. He's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Blue Hens will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll leave it with the lone back.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it on the option. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Immediately fires to the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Blue Hens are in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended's not open, and that's why that one.
This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. Back to throw, it's Potts. Got his man downfield. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Blue Hens have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Trying to get rid of it.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And the try is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. And the Falcons really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Gives it on the option. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. They'll run for it. He's not going to get there. Stops short on 4th down.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Blue Hens in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
The Falcons are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Dumps it to the back. With the catch, it's Lindsey. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Let's go! Let's go! They'll run the option. Runs through the tackle. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides the back and leaves it. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. And the Falcons are facing 3rd and inches. Quarterback may change this route. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. 6th play of the drive coming up. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Now on the move. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Falcons kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. On the option. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Looking for the score. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
The blue hens moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Potts. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got his man. Touchdown, Blue Hens! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Rides the back on the option to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Falcons will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the Blue Hens will hustle to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Potts. Unloads to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. On the run, it's Randall. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of...
Turning it on! And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Falcons, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Now on the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Falcons! And that one will give them the lead.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, a double-air offense going back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Finds some space enough to get 5 to the 22. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They want to run it left here. Shakes off the defender. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Potts. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Blue Hens will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. On the option. He'll toss it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
He's got the back in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Falcons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Here comes the option. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Might be looking to run. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force. Well, that score leaves you with a burning question. Who had that dude? Whoever it was wasn't close.
No, and the receiver was able to run right by him and get to the end zone and camp out and put up his tent and build the fire and fill up the coffee pot and just about everything else in time before the guy decided to even get remotely close to him.
And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. And the Blue Hens want to crank the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick.
There he goes. Made a defender miss. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. Power football with the run. plows through the defense. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll give it to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off play action. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll run the option. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. On the option. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm.
Breaks into the open. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So first down, we'll open up the final period. On the run, it's Gentry. Smashes ahead.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Blue Hens headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Wants to throw. It's Potts. Flips it out to the back. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Punch it out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Looking to throw again. Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Buys a little time. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun. Wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and being accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. He breaks a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They'll leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free. And like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on. And I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Caught behind the line. It's Gentry. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Blue Hens want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw. It's Potts. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
He'll go to the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires on the move. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Touchdown, Blue Hens! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Falcons line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Falcons getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Randall. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Off the bootleg and rolling out. The short hands, it's Rasmussen. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.